Khoi and San activists from South Africa, Namibia and Botswana have established a SADC organization aimed at fighting for the rights of the various indigenous communities and their development. The Indigenous Peoples Network of South Africa has roots in all three countries. They've already had meetings with officials at the United Nations and the World Bank to get support for recognition and development programs in three countries. For more on this, let's go to our SABC News reporter, Ulrich Hendriks, who's covering the story for us. Good morning to you, Ulrich. Talk to us about what's about to happen today.
Hi, good morning, Leanne. Well, IPNESA has been launched as the Indigenous Peoples Network of South Africa. Of course, they in three countries, Namibia, Botswana, and of course in South Africa. Now, the problems in all three countries with regards to indigenous people remain the same. They've cultural recognition, land issues, development of traditional cultures, languages, etc. And so this body, IPNESA, fighting for the development, the recognition, and the return of the land of Khoi and San communities within these three countries. Of course, they have been having meetings with UN officials and at the World Bank, of course, and they're saying that they basically are not going to basically go and beg with a begging bowl to these various organizations, because policies, laws already exist that protect the traditional communities in South Africa, in Australia, elsewhere. And so they basically meeting with high-level people to make sure that these policies, these acts, etc., are being implemented in the various countries where they are, so that these countries can develop. Of course, in South Africa, we know that apart from the land issue, which is still a very big issue, we also the Khoi and San communities here also battling recognition. We have the Khoi and San Traditional Leadership Act, which is, where chiefs, kings, etc., and leaders of the various communities are in the process of being recognized. We saw last month that process for the initial recognition being closed, and that process now underway to determine the legitimacy of the various people who applied for Khoi and San traditional leaders. Same thing in Namibia, and of course in Botswana. In Namibia, of course, Leanne, we have a large group of Nama-speaking people, and in terms of recognition of their leaders, that is still ongoing, although it's a little bit better than South Africa. But also in terms of the language, the Nama language, big strides in terms of the development of the Nama language. Even in universities, the Nama language is being taught there, but also being developed at university level. And so, apart from getting a united frontier, also learning from others within SADC on how they did, how they developed their languages, so that these other countries can also be on par. Leanne?
All right, Ulrich Hendriks, looking forward to seeing what comes out of that. Thanks so much. And remember to stay tuned to SABC News for more on that story.